Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at evaluating expressions using order of operations. All right, so remember with order of operations, we have our nice little saying, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, and remember what that means. We're going to do the parentheses and brackets first. We'll figure out our exponents first. We'll multiply and divide, whichever one comes first, left to right, and we'll add and subtract, whichever one comes first, left to right. Okay, so guys, this is really going to be very, very similar to when we were just doing order of operations. The only thing, we're just going to add one little step into this, okay? I don't think it's going to be too bad. We're going to be playing the matching games. Remember, we're going to be matching things together, and then we're just going to solve just like we had been. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's start looking at number one. Okay, so number one says 6c plus ab. Now, guys, if we remember back to when we were doing evaluating expressions, when we were using just order of operations, remember, and I'm taking out our notes from that one, remember that there were multiple different ways that we could show multiplication. We could have the dot, parentheses. Remember that we could have a number next door to a variable, and if it's a variable next to a variable, that also means that we need to multiply. Okay, so that means the 6 right next to our variable, that means we're going to be multiplying. Now we have 6c. Well, what could that mean? Later on in our problem, it says if a equals 12, b equals 8, and c equals 10. Well, we know if it's c equals 10, what could be put in place of c? We could put 10. So it would be 6 times 10, meaning 6 times c, because c equals 10, plus, it says a and b together. So are we just going to write a and b side by side? No, guys, that means that we're going to be multiplying a times b. So a is 12 and b is 8. Remember, two variables together mean to multiply, so we're going to be multiplying a times b, which means 12 times 8. Okay, because b was 8, a was 12. Now, look at this. Guys, this looks just like what we were already solving. So let's go ahead and let's solve this, okay? So remember, with order of operations, we have parentheses. Nope, nothing to solve there. Exponents. Nothing to solve there. My dear, so multiply. Oh, starting off, I already have a multiply, so let's do that one. So 60 plus 12 times 8, okay? All right, do we have any more multiply? I do have a multiply or divide, so 12 times 8, guys, that's one of those math facts, is 96 plus 60. All I have left is to add, so let's do this real quick. 96 plus 60 is 6 and 15. So we should have 156. All right. See, guys, that really was not too bad. All it was just one extra little step. All right, so let's keep practicing. Let's just get familiar with it. So 2xy plus 17. If x equals 10 and y equals 2. All right, guys, I have a 2, so I have a number next door to a variable, another variable. If they're grouped like this, what does that mean? It means we're going to multiply. So 2 next door to a variable means multiplying, and a variable next door to a variable means to multiply. So we're going to be multiplying. So bring it straight down like I see it. 2, instead of writing x, what could we write? 10. So times 10. And then instead of writing y, we're going to put times 2. Because remember, this means to multiply them all. So 2 times x times y plus 17. Again, guys, this looks really, really familiar to us. All right, so I don't have any parentheses. I don't have any exponents. Ooh, I have a multiplication. Okay, and multiplication again. And all I have left is addition. So 40 plus 17 is going to give me 57. See, guys, not too bad. All right, so don't let these variables freak you out, guys. It tells us all we have to do is just put the number in there. So evaluate x cubed plus y squared. If x equals 3, so what can we write in place of that x? 3. 3 to the third, or cubed, plus y squared. Instead of y equals 6, so we could put 6 in for y. So 6 squared. Okay, so do I have any parentheses? Nope. But I do have exponents, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to kind of out to the side. 3 times 3 times 3, because it's saying I'm going to multiply 3 times. So 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. So 27 plus 6 squared. All right, I still have an exponent, so I'm going to have to solve for that. 6 times 6, because 6 squared means I'm going to multiply 6 2 times. 6 times 6, and that's going to give me 36. So 27 plus 36. All right. I don't have anything left but to add, so 27 plus 36. 7 plus 6 is 13. Carry my 1. And I have 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. So 63. All right, good job so far, guys. All right, moving right along. So evaluate. M is 2 and P is 4. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's just rewrite what I've got here. So 6 plus 10. Okay, instead of writing MP, notice, guys, it's MP. Am I going to write 2 and 4, just 24? No. Variables together mean to multiply. So M is 2 times P, which is 4. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start solving. It really doesn't matter whether I solve the top portion first or the bottom portion first, but we just need to make sure that we keep them separated. Whichever one's perfectly fine. So I'm just going to leave it because in order of operations, multiplication comes first. In my head, I just kind of felt like I should do that one first. So I'm going to leave the top and not touch it yet. 2 times 4 is 8. All right, I have nothing else to solve down here. So now I'm going to come back up top. And that's going to give me 16 over 8. And guys, what does a fraction bar also mean? What does a fraction bar also mean? Division. All right, so that means 16 divided by 8. And remember, the top one always goes inside the house. So we would say 16 divided by 8. And guys, you should know this one. That should give us 2. See, wasn't as bad as it looked. All right, and our last one. We have m plus 2 squared minus 8m. So we're just going to replace these variables for numbers. So m was 2. So again, guys, we're going to write it just as we see it. Plus p is 4. Bring down my variable. I'm sorry, my exponent. 8. Remember, if 8 is right next door to a variable, what are we going to do? Multiply. M was 2. All right, so let's go ahead and let's do order of operations. We have parentheses. We do have parentheses, so we need to solve those first. 2 plus 4 is 6. 2. All right. Okay, nothing else really to solve in the parentheses. I just left those so it's a nice separation here. So 6 raised to the second power are 6 squared, because I'm going to need to do exponents first. We know that 6 times 6. So 6 squared would be 6 times 6. That would be 36. So 36 minus 8 times 2. All right. Continuing with order of operations. No more parentheses. No more exponents. My dears, so let's look for any multiplication or division. Multiplication. 8 times 2 is 16. Okay? And then I'm going to subtract. 36 minus 16 is 20. All right.